Earthwalker.
That's good with you.
Good to see you, my brother. We're here again to react to situations that's happening all over the world.
Okay.
Listen, Earthwalker. In Japan, this I don't know if it's a pastor, but they're using animation to spread the gospel. Can you believe that?
Well, it's Japan. I mean, their creativity with their shows and stuff is something else.
That's so true. In Japan, never you be surprised.
Takeshi's Castle.
No, what is that?
Takeshi's Castle.
What is Takeshi's Castle?
Oh, you know Wipeout in America where they compete by jumping across
Oh,
walls.
yes.
Takeshi's Castle. Those who know, old school, long time,
okay.
that kind of stuff.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Listen, we're gonna switch the screen, Earthwalker, and see what is this animation thing they're talking about that they're using to spread the gospel through the animation show. Let's have a listen.
Sounds like good news.
On Sundays, Pastor Nishimura delivers his message from a pulpit to the congregation at the Jesus Family Church in Tokyo. At this evangelistic festival, however, he's happy dressing up as a cartoon character Pikachu to draw attention as he shares the gospel.
Well, that would definitely get my granddaughter watching.
Yeah, I would just be curious just of that alone.
So he's dressed as Pikachu. Okay, let's continue watching.
Pattern.
We wanted to find a way on how to share the gospel to more people, especially the children. And so we came up with this evangelistic festival. The Joy Joy Festival is an entry point of the church. Like today, we have 10 non-Christian families who came, and then they come to church.
This festival is Japan's largest evangelistic event. For the third time, Superbook participated, featuring Gizmo known as Rubik in Japan. He danced with the Superbook team to the themes.
I'm not gonna lie, Superbook is actually very good. Like it's like a animated like cartoon series for children.
Yes.
I remember my nephews at one point was watching Superbook crazy like every day. The kids they go back in time to the Bible. Like they go into the book, the Superbook, the Bible, and they're there amongst the times of people like Peter and Daniel and stuff. And they get to interact with them and see how it happened. No, so that's Gizmo. I recognize him.
This is wonderful. If you think about it, Earthwalker, kids love cartoons. They love all these characters. So if you integrate the gospel into the characters and get the characters involved, you're going to be able to share the gospel with the children.
And with their families as well.
And with the families as well.
And then the families, as they said, will then come to church.
That is it.
So, get out there, bite the carrot, come on in.
Earthwalker, we're about to start doing this in our churches. But the only problem we're going to have with our pastors wear these suits.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's why this is done outside. It's not in the church, so no one can hear you say anything because they're not gonna let you dress up like Gizmo.
That's true.
The Salvation Poem. Compared to previous years, more children are now familiar with the song. The team hopes they also understand its message, salvation through Jesus' death on the cross. Superbook fan Isa Pan says he understands.
Good.
Yeah, if I believe in Jesus, then I'll go to heaven.
According to John Tan, CBN Regional Director for Japan, Superbook first aired nationally here 40 years ago.
It was a way for Dr. Pat Robertson to enter Japan and introduce the Bible.
The Superbook team also visited various Sunday schools, teaching children about Queen Esther. They encouraged the kids to become part of the kingdom generation, one that cannot be defeated or destroyed because they serve a victorious God.
Amen.
Shota Shiozaki enjoyed the sharing and the fellowship.
My friends in school are not Christians yet, and so I invite them to church. Sometimes they are not.
What we're saying, they are not Christians yet. He's got a plan.
Well
done, young man. Well done, young man.
Interested. My biggest prayer is my friends will get to know Jesus and be saved and get to know the truth of the Bible.
CBN Asia producer Shekinah Grama, who regularly volunteers with the Superbook team, made the effort to learn Japanese.
So I could really understand what they're going through, and they would know the effort is put in, the intentionality, and they are shocked with that, and they know that that's love because someone took the effort to get to know them. They started sharing their lives little by little, opening up, and that's something that they told me they haven't done before.
At a recent anti-bullying school event, Superbook's episode The Good Samaritan was featured, encouraging
Amen.
students to respond to bullying with kindness, courage, and compassion. Through Superbook, the children also encountered the message of God's love in a fun and meaningful way.
This literally also, rightfully so,
Yes.
spits in the face of atheists.
Good.
And a lot of these, some of these Western places now.
Yes.
You know how they especially atheists, they try so hard to get God out of hospital,
That's
get
right.
God out of the government,
Yes.
and get God out of the schools.
Yes.
And it's like, but how can people be so stupid to not see that this is like the best thing children can learn?
Yes.
Because when I went to that Catholic school, we was doing like an event thing there. I saw something else though. I saw the fragments of the fruit of the spirit on the wall.
Yes.
So it had love, joy was over there, and peace, and patience, and
Yes.
self-control. I'm like, why don't you want kids to learn that stuff? Because some of these kids, I'm not gonna
Yes.
lie, they can be unruly.
Yes,
Teach
true.
them peace, love, and learn about the Good Samaritan. So that breaks down, barriers like racism.
Yes.
Like, oh, you see a white person, or you see a black person, whatever. You still help because they're wounded and stuff. That's so much to teach. And if they grow up with that, they just
Yes.
become cool people. At the very least, cool people.
That is it.
Like,
Yes.
and Japan's doing it. Like, man, there's just so much you can
Yes.
honestly link this to.
Yeah. And you know what? As you said earlier, they're trying to get rid of Jesus. They're trying to get rid of God. But you can never get rid of God.
You can't, man.
How are you going to get rid of someone that has the power over all things, at all times, in all ways? You can never get rid of
You
God.
can't get rid of him. They failed.
Never get rid of
They
God.
failed every time.
They have failed already.
Oh, goodness.
Let's continue watching Earthwalker.
Yeah,
Thanks
this
for
is-
that.
this is good.
Yeah, it is.
And also extended its outreach to the elderly, donating Superbook DVDs and Christian materials to an elderly home at the request of its Christian owner. As a result, residents across its 9 facilities heard the gospel for the first time. It's amazing.
Sorry,
Oh.
something just stood out to me. They said did they say permission or request of the Christian owner? So it was a Christian who owned that
Yeah.
home for the elderly people and stuff like that. That's another reason why Christians, we gotta be in everything if
Yes.
possible. Like if you
That's
got a
right.
calling for that, Christians gotta own businesses.
Yes,
they
yes,
gotta
yes.
own community centers. If you
Yeah.
own the community center, nobody can say nothing about your decision.
That
If
is
you
it.
want to do a Jesus show over there, no one can say nothing.
Yes.
But if an atheist runs the center, they can shut that down and talk about
Exactly.
religion, intolerance, and all this kind of stuff.
Yes.
So it's important, and to own something, you're gonna need some cash.
Yeah, very much so.
So
Very
don't
much so.
don't settle for like not having like entrepreneurship and like
That's
getting
right.
some stuff.
Businesses and
Yes,
Yeah,
it gives
yeah, it's
advantages.
very important
because
for us
God
as a
makes
church.
because God makes moves through us.
that is it.
He's gonna work with what we have. What did he say to Moses? What is that in your hands? So he
Yes.
worked with what he's got. And if you own a community center,
That's what you got.
come on now,
Come on, man. Simple maths.
push
Simple
for
maths.
things.
Push, push. These guys are doing good.
They are,
I'm so
and you're already
impressed.
hearing the result.
Yes.
Hearing the gospel for the first time. These are
Yeah.
elderly, so they're getting closer towards
Exactly.
the end of their life, and they
Yeah.
got to hear it. If not for that,
Yeah.
maybe they wouldn't have heard it.
Yeah. And it's so funny. I think that lady's name I think Shama Grandma.
Yeah,
I-
Shekinah Grandma.
Yeah, I at first thought that they said it's a grandma. I'm always thinking crazy stuff, people. Don't worry about me.
See how God continues to open doors for the gospel here in Japan. And what began as a simple media outreach through Superbook has now grown to a much bigger vision,
Amen.
the establishment of CBN Japan.
As Christians, we believe the time of Jesus coming back is coming closer. And so he wants to call his children back to him. And he loves the Japanese so
Yes.
much that he has opened opportunities for us, for CBN, to start an office here and to do more ministry, not just for children, but also for adults.
CBN
is
Japan
expanding.
will be officially
CBN
launched
is
this December.
expanded, man. I wonder if we can get an office down there as well to help them Earthwalker.
With the way how things are going,
Yeah.
that's definitely possible because, again, we do not see everything God sees.
That is it.
He has a plan.
Yes.
Right? And in his plan, there's things around that as well.
Yes.
Because when people are talking about, and I've seen online, I saw some Dawa guys, Islamic Dawa guys,
Yes.
talking about we're trying to spread Islam in Japan and stuff like that, which nobody wants, right? And that's caused some clash with the Japanese people.
Right.
So while the Japanese government and stuff is resisting against Islam,
Yes.
here we're seeing the rise of Christian things also happen in Japan. So God has made it so, because of the reputation, Islam's getting like, we don't want it pushed out, but Christianity is spreading and the people are saying we love it. So you got to keep praying for these places. Pray for Japan and the government to make the right decisions.
And brothers and sisters, you've got to get creative. Leaders, pastors, evangelists, you've got to get creative. Didn't you see like those guys, the video we just watched in Japan, they didn't follow what everybody else is doing. They created their own way to reach people so that lives can be changed and God's kingdom has been advanced in Japan. Can you believe it? Those guys don't mess about, you know.
Yeah. Japan with their culture, they really don't mess about.
They don't mess about. They will always find a way.
They're a bit too sensitive though. Even if you put a video game and you allow like a shrine to get destroyed, there's gonna be some complaints about that. It's just a video game. They might be too serious, but there's some things they are serious about, and you should be serious about.
That is wonderful. So listen, get in the comment section, guys. Let's continue to pray for Japan, that they will continue to thrive in what they're doing right now. That ministry sounds like a wonderful ministry. And let's pray for our ministers over here, our leaders, to get more creative in how they can get people into the church. Because we can't just be doing the same thing day in, day out, at the corner of the shop giving out tracts. Come on. Yes, there is a place for it, but there's another way of how we can reach people in a more creative way, just the way like they've done in Japan. Anything to say before I close up, Earth Walker?
Well, God's just making moves across a lot of the major places in Asia. Not only has China got like the fastest growing underground church, like Christian community.
China, okay.
Yeah, I think Iran is second, right? We got that militant morning, everyday praying church in South Korea who's been making moves there. I think his name Pastor Son, and then South Korea tried to put him in jail. But America came over and was like, hey, you better be nice to him. And instead of keeping him for like 3 years, they kept him for like 3 months or something like that.
Oh my God.
So America spooked them into changing their tone. And now we got Japan with their growth and using their characters. Japan, because that's where Pokemon and that stuff was done. So the Pikachu and everything. So it makes sense. So Japan, South Korea, and China.
And those cartoon characters or animations, they're very popular worldwide. So if they're using that to promote the gospel has to come in your house via your children.
Pikachu can run in your house.
Yeah, that's it. This is wonderful. Listen, we know you're watching, you know. Don't we, Earth Walker?
Oh, we can see.
So why aren't you making a comment? Why aren't you saying something?
Because they need these.
You might not like us, you know, but we know that you like Jesus. But if you like Jesus and you don't like us, remember, you're not saved. Put a prayer in the comment section. God bless you all and have a great day. Because we're watching you.
We see.